All right, well, I'm back out in the garage again today. Found a super good deal on the EV27. So I just ordered my gaskets and I'm going to be pulling this thing apart. I was going to do it in the spring, but I couldn't pass up the deal that I had. So I've been watching and waiting, and Cam popped up. It's 150 bucks. So I need to do this anyway because by all accounts the lifters need to be changed, and I don't want to pull this thing apart. Or I shouldn't say that. While I have this thing apart, I might as well do the upgrade while I'm there. But the thing is kind of making noise, and I want to be sure that there's no damage. And then based on that inspection, hopefully it's just a cam swap. The bike's got 54,000 miles on it now, so no apparent signs of anybody going in the cam chest or digging into this thing. So that's what I got going on. That's the plan, and I'm gonna tear it down today, but it's gonna be a while for the parts, maybe a week or so, or longer, I don't know. We'll see. Cam is coming Saturday. Looks like it might even be here tomorrow. And the other stuff, I just kind of went through all my parts and inventoried what I had and what I need to get. So I have some stuff from previous bikes, so I made out okay there. And then I ordered the gaskets that I'm going to need and a set of lifters. So I'm going to get to it. So I've done this before, and it's a nightmare because you get gas all over, even though I've got like no gas in the tank. So I learned through experience, you clamp the hose on both sides and then you just cut it and then replace the hose. And then I'll probably get a quick disconnect hose that will actually stop it from leaking. I had one on one of my other baggers and it was pretty nice. So back to taking the tank off. I'd say I caught him just in time. I don't know if you can see all that play in there. All right, so I picked up this pinion gear locking tool. I cannot see the timing mark on the pinion gear, so I'm going to be putting this on to lock up the gear and then pulling off the nut and finding that damn timing mark. So you can see there's a couple spots that are questionable, but I definitely don't want to guess. So I'll lock that thing up and get that nut off, and we'll see what's going on. All right. I used a little heat from the torch to warm that up. I broke it loose. Let's see what we got. So I was thinking that mark, I don't know if you can see it there, was the mark. But I got a feeling there should be a notch on this gear, so yep, and there it is. All right, now we're gonna get that bearing out of there and see what that's all about. So let me get this tool set up and I'll bring you back. All right, so I got the tool on and I'm gonna be pulling that thing out. So here we go. So there it is, factory bearing, hasn't been changed. So let me clean this up and take a closer look. All right, all I did was wipe it down, and as you can see, that was getting hot, and when I spin the bearing around, right where that heat mark is, you can feel it's kind of rough in there. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a little binding. So, I mean, by all accounts, I'm pretty happy that I dug into this. So I know that these Evos can be noisy, but I was hearing some stuff. And when I pulled the drain plug, there was some metal to it. So hopefully things are going to be okay. Since I was unable to see the mark on the pinion gear, I took my little touch-up pen here, filled it with some white paint from my touch-up kit for my car, and I put 2 dots on the splines, you know, so I can orientate that better. And then I also marked the gear so it's better to see. The old eyes aren't what they used to be. So I'm going to get back to it. Alright, so I've got the press set up in the cam chest, and I'm going to be pressing in the bearing. As you can see, it's kind of lined up, and I'll be pressing it in and fitting the cam, and then we'll get back to putting this thing together. So I got this thing put together, and I cannot impress upon you guys enough how much I love that paint pen. I got it on Amazon. It was like 11 bucks when I was painting the El Camino, and you dab a little bit of your touch-up paint in there, and I am by no means at all capable of a straight line, but that little tip just dabs the paint in there, and it's crazy how it lets it flow. Anyway, I just wanted you to get the point that that's probably my favorite tool of all time. So I've got the cam mocked up here. I'm gonna get the cover cleaned up, and then I'm going to do the measuring to see if I've got the correct end play. I don't have a spacer on there right now, but I will do that. I just wanted to make sure that I could get this together and see that line on the pinion gear, which I can, so I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, well, that wraps that up. I think this is where I'm going to end this one, and I'll come back with full assembly on, let's call it part 2. Thanks for watching.